let me pick his brain a little bit. So I started asking him, okay, so if you had these two watches in front of you, an Omega Constellation pipe hand and this Rolex Datejust 16014, which one would you keep? Don't be this person, don't be this guy or girl that I would look at and say, wow, nice piece, but not on you. The example that I could give would be like a Rolex Submariner. Beautiful timepiece, somewhat elegant, but would it really be suited for a black tie event? What's optimal in a black tie event would be a real dress watch, a small fine piece. It's all about fitment, how the outfit fit, how the t-shirt fit, how the button-up fits on the person, how the suit fit, whatever the outfit, the jeans, you get the point. Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm gonna be hitting a few topics, and in each topic, I want you guys to share your opinion and comment down below your views on it. So first topic is the Omega Constellation is back from service and looking better than ever. Now, here it is. And the topic that I want to talk about when it comes to this timepiece is the conversation that I had with my watchmaker when picking up this timepiece. Because when I walked in, he was just looking at it, you know, admiring the timepiece. And I was like, don't you see watches like this all the time? And he pretty much told me that, no, this is not a rare timepiece, but you don't really see Omega Constellations often. So then I got into talking to him and I'm like, yeah, I have this Rolex Datejust with this blue dial. And in my mind, I'm like, I told him it's rare. But in my mind, I'm like, I wonder if it really is rare because he is a watchmaker. And then he quickly just gave me this look like, you rookie. And he was like, no, I see this all the time. He sees Rolex Datejust steel, different color dials all the time. So I was like, okay, let me pick his brain a little bit. So I started asking him, okay, so if you had these two watches in front of you, an Omega Constellation pipe hand and this Rolex Datejust 16014, which one would you keep? Surprisingly, he said he will keep the Omega Constellation. Now, if I ask anyone out there right now that's new to this watch game, new to the watch community, that's in the hype world, they would definitely lean towards the Rolex. And yes, guys, I'm still a Rolex fanboy, and that's what really made me conflicted, because I'm looking at this Omega Constellation as almost less than Rolex. But ultimately, I've made many videos before speaking highly of Omega, but in the watch community, you hear certain things and you are influenced. I try to push the narrative that we shouldn't be influenced by the hype culture and certain things, but sometimes I do get influenced by it, but I quickly try to correct myself. And that's why I make these videos, trying to help you guys out there keep on the right path and keep the love and your passion for these timepieces pure and not so much influence and you just picking up pieces just because it's hype. So on the same topic with the conversation I had with my watchmaker, I did make a video about a week or two ago letting you guys know that it's important to have a watchmaker. Not a friend, but just have a trusted relationship where you could just show up to the shop and have a conversation, ask questions, where they'll be truthful and honest. I gave the example of a car and watches and how they are so similar in many ways. So when it comes to cars, I used to sell cars. I used to work for Toyota. It lasted, I believe, a month. Dang! That's another story. But at this dealership, I was a salesperson. I'm a salesman. I'm not so much an expert on this car. I don't know much of the faults, the issues that may come up, the service history of what came in, maybe to get service and what was wrong with it. You get the point that I'm trying to make. But if you go to the mechanic at the dealership, he would know a lot more. He would know, hey, this electrical system always goes wrong. These cars always get some type of recall. They just know the faults and the issues. So that's in the car arena. Now let's go to the watches. Now we look at the Rolex AD, the Omega AD, the boutiques, and also the gray market dealers. They would be considered the salespeople, like a car salesman or woman. Now, the watchmaker would be considered the mechanic. The independent watchmakers, that's a mechanic. The mechanic, the independent watchmakers are, I would say, higher than the salesperson when it comes to as far as the go-to for information, for knowledge on whatever you're seeking. So again, guys, a watchmaker is someone you should have in your back pocket as a reference to go to for questions on information on timepieces. A salesperson, some of them, yes, do have knowledge. A lot of I guess, secondhand gray market dealers maybe have some watchmaking skills, some knowledge on things. One person I just wanted to mention is Marco from, what's that guy? From Roman Sharf's watch channel, Bazaar. He has so much knowledge on timepieces, and he's a salesperson at that company. But very few watch dealers that you go to really have in-depth knowledge on the movement and the history of some of these timepieces. They just really want to make a sale. So the point of this topic is to find a watchmaker that you could trust, that you could just call on the phone, show up to the shop, and just have a quick conversation. Watchmakers sometimes are really busy, but find one that you could just show up and say, hey, I'm thinking about picking up a piece like this Omega Constellation. What do you think? And they would give you their expert opinion. A watchmaker's opinion is way more valuable, in my knowledge, in my opinion, than a salesperson that, you know, just sells the timepiece. My next point is a topic that I've spoken about a long time ago, and this is about your watch size. And this topic now, I'm going to speak about watch size, but also just the overall design and what the watch was meant for. Now, in fashion, there's high-end fashion. There's brands like Gucci, Fendi, Prada, all these brands. But then there's more affordable brands like H&M, Express. Some of the other ones don't come to mind, but you get the point. And people in fashion really make this suggestion that I've learned to be true, that it's all about fitment, how the outfit fit, how the t-shirt fit, how the button-up fits on the person, how the suit fit, whatever the outfit, the jeans, you get the point. I've seen people wear a Gucci button-up, a Gucci suit, whatever high-end brand that you want to put in this category, and they don't look as well put together as this person with, let's say, H&M or Calvin Klein, something less than this high-end. So the point of this example when it comes to fashion, that I'm tying it into watches, is that I want you guys to understand that it's not all about the brand, like a Richard Mille or let's say a Rolex Deep Sea. Sometimes, and I give the example of a Rolex Deep Sea and a Richard Mille because they come in sizes a little bit larger than usual. And I make that point because sometimes it's not for you. Some of these pieces aren't meant for this particular person, and that's okay. Don't be this person, don't be this guy or girl that I would look at and say, wow, nice piece, but not on you. Or nice piece, but not for this occasion that we're in right now. The example that I could give would be like a Rolex Submariner. Beautiful timepiece, somewhat elegant, but would it really be suited for a black tie event? Yes, it could do it. You could make it work. But ultimately, I believe that most optimal, that's how I like to function, is what's optimal in a black tie event would be a real dress watch. A small, fine piece that, let's say, have a leather strap on it. That would be just perfect in my eyes. So the point I'm trying to make is that there's a time and place for everything when it comes to timepieces. Even though, yes, it could work, it's all about what's optimal in the scenario, the situation that you're wearing your timepiece. So guys, that's all the points that I need to make today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. You don't know how many topic points come up in my mind throughout the day, that some of them are so good and I'm like, I need to write this down because I need to make a video on it. It's points that I believe a lot of newbies when it comes to the watch market and the watch culture and the watch community need to kind of think about and consider. And I want you guys to also be involved and comment down below your opinion on the things that I've discussed. And again, guys, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you can know whenever I post a video, because sometimes if you subscribe and I post a video, you might not know it's posted. Also, guys, if you're too busy and you see my video pop up, just select watch save for later, and then you guys can just watch it later on. Again, guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video.